gradually withdraw from conversation and activity of the morning, and actually withdraw from what we call the outside world a little bit. It just means to withdraw from your senses somewhat, not completely, but to a degree. And when you feel your mind is inside your chest or your belly, that sort of central area of your body, it kind of pulls the energy back from your senses. Not completely, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. But you can feel that you're internalizing. Actually, a very similar process happens when you're going to sleep. So there is a similarity between meditation and sleep in that sense that we withdraw from the outside world and our sensory engagement with it. So then there's an interesting question, what's the difference? So certainly when we fall asleep, we need to let go of what we call alertness. Actually, we let go of mindfulness because mindfulness is a very conscious activity. Especially at the beginning, mindfulness requires quite a lot of effort to hold the chosen object of the meditation. If you try to make that effort as you're going to sleep, chances are that you won't get to sleep. So that's the difference. Sleep involves letting go of more than just the outside world. It's kind of letting go of control over your mind. Whereas meditation is a particular kind of mental control. Not gripping it tightly, not frowning and, getting uptight, but not being relaxed in the way you are when you go to sleep, being very alert mentally. And you can consciously make your mind alert from within. It's like having a light which you can fade up, make it brighter. And with alertness, your mind becomes brighter. You don't want to make it too bright because then you start to feel a bit tense. But definitely brighter than when you go off to sleep. And as you settle into the posture, there's a kind of mindfulness of your body, especially if you meditate from within your rib cage or your belly. From there, you can be mindful of your body in all directions. it's a kind of seeing, but it's not seeing as with the eyes looking forward. It's an awareness of your whole body. And if you hold that steady, and within that become aware of the breath, you shift that same bright focus to the new object, which is the breath rather than the body. So your body is very stable and steady. Your mind is bright and alert. And mindful of the breath. And because we live in a culture of excitement, variety, short attention span, and so we're very experienced in meditation, we do need to make an effort to hold the object. The phrase "get into the groove" comes to mind. It's like traveling along a groove where there's nothing to be aware of except the breath. Sometimes they say watching the breath, but I think it goes deeper if you say feeling the breath. Feel the breath with your whole being. Because the experience of the breath is one of physical sensation. Those sensations go much further than just the nostrils, the windpipe, the lungs. As you get used to being in the groove, it feels more and more as if you are the breath. As if you are the breathing. Mindfulness is less effort. And you enter more and more into what's called meditative stabilization. And from time to time, you do need to check. How is my concentration? How is my mindfulness? How is the brightness? And if necessary, make adjustments. Once you're confident, return to the flow, return to the groove, and just be there. And when we develop meditative stabilization on one object, which has many positive qualities, one of the qualities is that we can transfer that meditative stabilization to other objects and be better able to concentrate on them. This is a benefit in many situations in life. So I don't have a bell, but if I did, I'd ring it now. So if you would like to relax or stretch for a minute or so, this is the little break. Okay, hopefully that's enough. So gradually come back. And continue with our exploration of identity or self and others. In particular, we're still very much on finding out who or what is sitting here. To bring your mind back to experience sitting here. Maybe even we could say sitting here now. And again, your mind is inside, not in your head, but in the main part of your body. And it's simply experiencing sitting here now. So today we're going to just explore, well, what is this mind that is aware of sitting here now? Because it's this mind that frames my identity, generates a self-image, a sense of who or what I am. So maintain this experience of sitting here now. And this experience is held by awareness. So be aware of awareness of sitting here now. Awareness experiences things, feels things, knows things. Awareness is active 24 hours a day. It doesn't have to be deliberate. But using mindfulness, as in meditation, we can hold awareness. It's aware of something, in this case, sitting here now. But it's definitely got a crucial role in our life, in our being, in our functioning. Our awareness is central to the answer to the question, who or what is sitting here. If it weren't for awareness, we couldn't even ask the question. So just be that awareness with the sitting here now as something it's aware of. Now, it's also said that awareness is fundamentally clear. Obviously, it takes different objects, so then it seems not to be clear, but it seems to be expressed in terms of the object. But the awareness which is aware of the object, that is what is called clear. So not only be the awareness, be the clarity of the awareness. To which sitting here now appears. So what does this clear awareness actually feel like? It's subjective, isn't it? It's the subject of experience. It's the I in a certain way. In the phrase, I am sitting here now. Sometimes it's said that this clear awareness is luminous or radiant. That means that it's like a light that you can brighten or fade. Experience this aspect and adjusting it. So this meditation is a sort of investigation into this awareness. What is it? What's it feel like? So one of the most important things that's said of it is that it's not material, it's not physical. It's obviously connected with our body. But if it's not physical, it means it's not physically located precisely. It can move. Or maybe it just isn't moving. Maybe it's just aware. A whole different dimension of ourselves, the body. If it's not physical or material, it's intangible. You could cut your body open and you wouldn't find it. But through being aware of our experience and aware of our awareness, which is what we're doing in this meditation, we can be sure that it exists. So it must be another kind of entity than the physical. Even if it's interdependent with the physical, like the brain, the nervous system. Let's try and stay with experience rather than too much conceptual analysis and just return to just being the awareness of sitting here now. And once again, focusing more on the awareness and again trying to discover just through feeling what it is. Because it's definitely part of us. And without knowing what it is, we can't know ourselves. clear, luminous, aware, not physical. Okay, time's up.